Okay, good morning. So, this is our topic for today. Hello, good morning. Okay, so ito yung topic natin, yung globalization in our world. Okay, so this is the first part of the uh, contemporary world. So, ito yung contents of our discussion, itong understanding globalization, stakeholders, and drivers. So, punta tayo sa concept ng globalization. Okay, ano ba itong globalization? No? So, according to the slide, globalization is refers to the increased interconnectedness of countries through trade. So, more on economic ito, no? Investment, technology, and cultural changes across the national boundaries. So, actually, may mga sinauna ng globalization. If you remember uh, yung kay Magellan, no, yung circumnavigation of the world. So that is a globalization. Okay? So nakalagay dito, early global connections, historical trade routes like Silk Road establish global connections. So yan, yung paglalayag nila during those times, the age of travel, no? So circumnavigating the world, that is also a globalization. So sa modern globalization, no, after the World War II, then nagkaroon ng Cold War, di ba? The war between the United States and Russia, no? So nagkaroon ng global impact ito, no? So this is perhaps another sort of globalization. Then next. So what are the key dimensions of globalization? So meron tayong tinatawag na economic integration. So alam naman natin ang globalization ay economic, more on economic, technological advancement. So yung sharing of technologies, diba, no? For example, with the use of internet, then we change intercultural ideas, okay? So cultural change, nabanggit ko na. Then ang political governance such as the United Nations. So naging part ito ng globalization kung ano yung impact niya, no? Okay? So let's proceed to the theoretical perspectives, no? So ito yung mga theoretical perspective nila. Sabi ng mga liberal perspective, ang globalization is beneficial, no? Promoting free markets, 'di ba? Alam naman natin ng free markets. So capitalism ho 'yan, 'di ba, no? Then sa realist theory naman, it's something to do with nangyayari talaga ang globalization, no? Pagdating ng panahon, no? So sa Marxist critic naman, so sa socialist thought, sinasabi ang capitalist expansion creates exploitation and inequality between the developed nations and developing economies. So, yun yung nangyayari ngayon, di ba? No? Yung nagkakaroon ng exploitation, di ba? So, sa constructivist approach, examine how globalization shapes cultural identity. So, nagkakaroon ng tinatawag natin transformation, no? Wherein yung, for example, mga Pilipino nakaka-adapt sa mga Koreans, Pilipino nakaka-adapt sa mga Americans. So, nakukuha natin yung ibang kultura. No? So, yun yung concept niya. So, punta naman tayo sa drivers and impacts. No? So, sa economic integration factors, actually, we will discuss this further sa mga susunod natin discussion. No? Yung nagkakaroon ng impact sa financial market, regional trade agreements. So, trade liberalization, nangyayari yan, no? Diba? So, yung trade natin ay nagkakaroon ng barriers, no? So, ililiberalize yung trade para madali pumasok ang mga produkto, no? Then yung technology transfer, no? So, for example, yung nangyayari ngayon sa sinasabi nilang AI hub, yung Paxilica, so maita-transfer sa ating technology, pero yung impact sa environment, yun ang problema, di ba? So, yan. Next, technological advancement role. Alam naman ho natin, no? Malaki ang kinalaman ng technology dito, e-commerce and innovation, transfer acceleration. We will discuss this further later, no? Pero basahin ko na rin yung information technology advancements have eliminated geographical barriers, di ba? Enabling instant global communication, di ba? So, nangyayari na po ito ngayon. So, katulad ng ginagawa natin ngayon, even though nasa malayong lugar ako, so nakakaroon tayo ng connection, di ba? Then sa social cultural impact, so nabanggit ko na nga, malaki ang formation, cultural transformation sa kultura natin, no? With the concept of globalization, for example, sa language, changes, okay? So na-adapt natin yung lingwahe nila, identity formation, so nadagagaya natin kung anong kultura nila, so and so on and so forth. Okay? That is already self-explanatory. So yung stakeholders and the future, no? So ang globalization ay may impact sa government and organizations, so international governance, sa national policy natin, di ba, no? Then public-private partnerships, no? So for example, yung pagpasok dito ng mga multinational corporations like 7-Eleven, McDonald's, so di ba? So malaking impact, no? Although nakakapagbigay sila ng trabaho, but there is a impact to the environment, no? Okay? So yan, na-adapt nila yung natin yung company policies nila, no? Tapos sa corporation and markets, ito tututukan natin to after the discussions later, no? So may impact ang globalization dyan. So sa citizens, sa atin mismo, so ano ang impact ng globalization sa global consumers? So consumer na tayo, di ba? No? Cultural identity shifts, so na-adapt natin yung ibang kultura. Migration and mobility, so may mga chances na nakakapag-isip tayo mag-travel, no? So digital citizens, so ito ginagawa natin, considered as digital citizens, no? Kaya nga nabuo yung salitang netizen, no? Kasi nga dyan sa paggamit ng social media. Okay? Then, sa ating short na gagawin with this discussion, no? Please write 3 to 4 paragraph reflection paper in your notes. Sa notebook lang. Wala pa ako kung pinapapasa. No? Sa notebook lang muna. Baka next week papasa nyo na yan. Deadline will be next week. So, yung reflection na gagawin nyo tungkol dito sa diniscuss natin, no? Overall concept of globalization. So, hanggang dyan na lang. Have a good day and thank you very much for your listening.